So my friends, I've brought a story for us today, perhaps a bit unorthodox, a little different than maybe what we're expecting to hear. And I'm hoping you'll all go on this journey with me. The name of this story is Ma'aseh b'chamisha balonim, which basically means an issue or an occurrence dealing with 5 balloons. In Hebrew, we say balonim. So, Ruti's mom bought everybody a balloon for a joyous occasion. And she bought a blue balloon for Ruti. She bought a purple balloon for Sigalit. She bought a yellow balloon for Ron. And she bought a green balloon for Uri. And a red balloon for Alon. There'll be an exam on who got what balloon at the end of the story. JK. JK. So, Uri played with his green balloon, and he was so pleased with himself. He was running and jumping, running and jumping, and running and jumping. And then, all of a sudden, boom, trach. The balloon fell. It landed on a rose garden, and it exploded on one of the thorns. And Uri was very, very, very sad. And his parents said, "That's okay. That happens to balloons sometimes." Then, Ron went to his dad and said, "Dad, blow this balloon up as big as you possibly can. So it's the size of the sun, and it'll be huge, like your head." So he did. He blew up the balloon. And he blew up the balloon some more. And he blew up the balloon some more. Maybe Paige can help us because she's really good at shofar. And he blew the balloon so big, what do you think happened to the balloon? It popped, boom, trach. The balloon popped. And Ron was so sad that his balloon popped. And they said, "That's okay. Sometimes balloons pop." Then Sigalit had a great idea. She decided to play with her purple balloon with her kitty, Mitzi. And the two of them were playing and playing and playing. And Mitzi the cat was rolling the balloon and bringing it back and rolling the balloon and bringing it back and rolling the balloon and bringing it back. And then all of a sudden, one of Mitzi's paws accidentally scraped the balloon. And then what happened to the purple balloon? Boom, trach. The balloon popped. And Sigalit was also very sad that her balloon had popped when she was playing with her kitty, Mitzi. And her parents said, "That's okay. That happens to balloons sometimes." So, we had all these balloons pop, and only Ruti and Alon had their balloons left. The blue balloon and the red balloon. So Ruti, very nervous, learned from her friend's mistakes and hugged the balloon because she didn't want it to pop. And so she hugged the balloon, and she hugged it, and she squeezed it. She squeezed it so hard like she hugs her parents. She squeezed so hard. And then what do you think happened to the balloon when she squeezed so hard? It popped. Boom, trach. The balloon popped. She was so sad that she too lost her balloon. And she said, "Oh no," and her parents said, "That happens to balloons sometimes." So finally, Alon was the last young man with a balloon, a big, red, beautiful balloon, and he played with it and had such a wonderful time. But then, all of a sudden, a big wind came by, and the balloon was going with the wind, and Alon was trying to pull it back and pull it back and pull and back and forth and back and forth. But the balloon took off, and all the kids said, "No, balloon, come back, come back, come back, come back." But alas, the balloon took off. And Alon's parents said, "That happens to balloons sometimes." So sometimes, my friends, we expect things to go exactly a certain way. And when they don't, it's really, really, really hard to change course. And I feel like the older you get, the harder it is to change course. But sometimes, that just happens to balloons and lots of other things in our lives. And we have to find a way to course correct and accept that sometimes That happens to balloons.